Hey guys, what's going on? This is Ken, and I'm here to do a review of this 1 to 400 scale LAN Airlines Boeing 787-9 model from NG Models. And before I get started, I have to say that this is a very impressive model, and I would highly recommend it. So, with that out of the way, let's start off here with the front of the box, and it's kind of your typical NG Models box, but it's still very nice. Here is the bottom, the right side, the top, the left side, and here is the back. And you can pause to read all of the specs here if you want, but if not, then it's okay too. And then back to the front. Alright, so now let's get on with the main star of the video, which is the model herself. And let's see. Right on. The model is packed in there very tightly. Alright, so here she is in all of her glory with her plastic and styrofoam cocoon. And the only thing I have a problem with is the bottom part of the styrofoam cocoon, because if it gets damaged or completely destroyed, then there's no way to store the model. But other than that, it's alright. And also, the model comes with this collector's reward card. You can pause to read it if you want, but if not, then it's alright. Alright, so now let's get on with the full review of the model. So please bear with me while I get the model out. And as always, I usually tend to get models out of their cocoons with the bottom part facing up, because for me it's a little bit easier to get models out that way, even though for certain NG models it's a little bit difficult with the styrofoam cocoon, at least the bottom part. Alright, so while I have the model here in this position, I'll do a quick landing gear check just to make sure that everything's alright, even though I don't roll my models all around. And I really won't recommend doing that because it can easily damage the landing gear. Alright, so this one's okay. Rolls nice and smooth. This one is also okay, and this one's also okay. So the 3 sets of landing gear all check out. So with that said, let's get on with the review. So I'll just get the plastic out of the way and turn the model right side up. And here she is. And yes, this really is a gorgeous model, and the video really doesn't do her that much justice. But alright, so before I get on with the review, I'll just do a quick turn of the model so that you guys can look at her. Alright, and as always, I'll start here at the front of the model. So, alright, so here the front, the cockpit, and the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the nose cone. If I can get it to focus a little bit, alright, then here are the piano tubes and sensors and some static ports here all the way at the front, as well as, let me see if I can get it to focus a little bit more. Alright, so here is the front landing gear with the partial registration, and then the landing gear doors. Alright, then moving on, there is the L1 door with the One World logo off to the right of the L1 door. Then here are the forward-most windows on the forward part of the fuselage. There's the LAN tunnels right there. And let me see if I can get it to focus. Sorry about that. And then right below the LAN tunnels are some more static ports and sensors. There's the forward antenna, as well as the L2 door, and then another One World logo off to the right of that door. There is the left side runway landing light, and then here is the left engine and a look inside of the left engine. And the left engine is very nice and detailed with the chevron details right there, the Rolls-Royce logo, and then the engine strike. Then moving on to the left wing, there's a lot of molded details here on the left wing. There's the left fuel dump valve, and then the left side navigation light, and it's very nice. And here are some more windows along the middle of the fuselage. And then there's the L3 door, and then the Wi-Fi / SATCOM box right here. And then moving on to the rear part of the model, there were the windows at the rear of the model. And then there is a Boeing 787-9 on the top part of the windows, and then there's the Dreamliner tunnels along the bottom part. There's the L4 door, and then the two rear antennas right here. And then, of course, there's the registration, which here is, let me focus a little bit, there. The registration on this particular model is CC-BGI, or Charlie-Bravo Golf India. And then there is the very iconic and really beautiful LAN tail. Alright, there is, of course, the vertical and horizontal stabilizers. The horizontal stabilizers both feature very nice molded and some printed details, like the dot that represents the lights that illuminate the vertical stabilizer when the airplane flies at night or during night operations. That's very nice. And And then, of course, there's the APU, and it's a very nice APU. Alright, so now moving on to the very rear of the model, and I'll, of course, focus a little bit. It's pretty much the same as the left side. So yeah, here's the vertical stabilizer, and then here is the right side horizontal stabilizer. Of course, with the dot right there and some nice molded details. There's the registration again, which is CC-BGI or Charlie Charlie Bravo Golf India. There's the R4 door. There's the Boeing 787-9 along the top part of the rear windows, right here at the rear of the fuselage. And then there's the Dreamliner tunnels on the bottom part of the rear windows. There is a rear cargo door with the rear antenna right there. And then, of course, the rear top antennas right here. There are some set windows right there. There is the R3 door, and then some more windows right here. Here is the top of the right wing, and then there is the registration on the top of the right wing, which again is CC-BGI Charlie Charlie Bravo Golf India. And then there is the fuel dump valve right there, and then the right side navigation light. And then, of course, the right engine with the nice chevron details, the Rolls-Royce logo, and then the engine strike. And then here is a view of the inside of the engine. Then moving on, there is the R2 door with the One World logo off to the left of the door. There is the right side runway landing light. Then the LAN tunnels right here with some sensors and static ports right here on the bottom of the LAN tunnels. Here is the forward antenna, and then, of course, the forward cargo door, and then the R1 door with the One World logo to the left of it. And then here is the very front of the model with the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the nose cone, some more pitot tubes and sensors right here, as well as some static ports, and then the hatch for the flight crew to escape from in case of an emergency. Alright, so here is a view from the top. Some nice details right here along the top part of the fuselage. And it's just very nice overall. And then here is the underside of the model. Here's the very front of the underside of the fuselage. Here are the forward landing gear doors. There's the forward landing gear itself, and then there are some nice details along the forward part of the underside of the fuselage. There is the forward cargo door. Don't know if you can see it. Let me focus a little bit here. I know it's not the best, but you can see it right there. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, there are the two air intakes for the bleed air that is used for the ski system, as well as to pressurize the cabin. Alright, then there is the underside anti-collision beacon, or, well, I don't know if it's anti-collision or just a beacon light. Very nice. Here are the two main landing gears, as well as the landing gear doors, and then there's the stand hole. Here is the red rectangle that represents where the emergency turbine is stored in case the aircraft goes through a power outage. And then here is some nice details on the underside of the engines, as well as the underside of the wings. Here is the underside of the left one, which has the registration, which again is CC-BGI or Charlie-Bravo Golf India. And then there's the fuel dump valve again, and then some nice molded details on the bottom part of the wings. There is the rear antenna right there, as well as the rear cargo door, and then there is the baggage door right there. Then here is the underside of the LAN logo, the LAN livery, and it's a very nice baby blue. Alright, and then onto the very rear of the underside of the fuselage, you can barely make out the APU doors, and then there's the APU itself, and then here are the underside of the two horizontal stabilizers, which have some molded details, but not a lot. But it's alright. It's still a very nice model. So with that said, that pretty much concludes the review of this model, and I hope you liked it. And I'll do a final turn of the model so that you guys can have one final look at it. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this model review, and as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I would highly recommend this model. It's a very gorgeous model, and it would be a nice addition for anybody's collection. So yeah, I know the video really doesn't do her justice, but just know that this is a really gorgeous model. Alright, so with that said, I hope you guys stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you, have a great day, and bye.